Welcome to the 2017 DFP conference. It's lovely to see you all here. I'm Liz Bird, I'm the outgoing chair, so I'm just introducing our speaker today, and I've got a few bits to talk to you about before we get going. So, usual domestics. We've not got a fire thing planned, so if the alarm goes off, it's all out to the front and across the road. But there'll be people to guide you out as well. So there's no planned fire exercise. I've got a lot of stuff to go through. If you get any issues around the conference and you want to sort anything out, then we've got the conference organisers, Leanne and Claire and Courtney, who are around, and the guys in purple there at the back, who will be able to help you, direct you, put you in the right direction. Because often we get lost, don't we, in these big events. I did have this on my list, but I feel a bit embarrassed now. Can we all make sure we're everywhere on time and we start on time so that everyone gets to their place where they should be and everyone gets to it, but we are already behind. The conference dinner, for those of you who haven't booked, you can still book up to tomorrow lunchtime. I would encourage you, because we've got after dinner speakers, we're doing some awards, it's a great dinner, a bit of wine, and a chance to network and chat, hang out with old friends. So please, if you haven't done that already, there's still spaces left. A few thank yous to the conference team for setting this up and organising it. It's been brilliant. So what's to come? I went through the programme that you've got there, and I was really, because when you're doing this in bits and bobs as a committee member, you don't necessarily see it as a whole, but I was really impressed with the range of stuff that we've got going on at this conference. So we've got stuff around how we represent crime in the media, and Dee's running a thing on that. Lots of stuff from about therapeutic communities, stuff around proved premises, lots of stuff around young people and coercive relationships, stuff about lifespan issues, applications of forensic psychology in different settings, a big piece of work around the terrorism extremism, which has been quite tricky to get to this place, so well done the people who are involved in that. Perspectives on autism in the criminal justice sector, female offenders and personality disorder, child sex offending and child exploitation, stuff around segregation, mental illness and how that's treated in the criminal justice system, and then things about therapy, like the uses of EMDR and stuff around fire setting. I think all those are really topical issues that are really relevant to us in our working day. What I'm also really pleased about with this conference, when I went down and looked through the members list and the attendees list, is that we've got a brilliant mix here of practitioners and academics. And sometimes it can be overweighed with one or the other, but we've got a really great mix here, which I think brings a real balance to the proceedings and makes it more fun. And I think where you have opportunities to ask questions and interact with each other, I think it makes the conversations more interesting. So I'm really pleased we've managed to get a lot of practitioners here as well, which is sometimes quite difficult because of employment circumstances. I think we're picking up on some quite challenging themes, particularly in the political context that we are in at the moment, which is strong and stable. I'll try and get that in 3 times before And I also think that the programme demonstrates how the forensic practice is moving on as well, and forensic knowledge is moving on, and how we work with people and our clients is definitely developing, and we're not being stuck in the same old rut, we're moving stuff on. Some of it's subtle and some of it's much more groundbreaking. Right, okay, so have a great conference. The other thing I want to say, we had our AGM a minute ago, which I skipped through all the normal agenda bits quite randomly, but I wanted to have a conversation with people about the future of the DFP. When I came in as chair, I wanted to really engage the membership, and that's been quite challenging, and I think remains challenging, and we're trying to work out why that is. Because when I started to engage, there hasn't been much. There's a lot going on in the society more widely, including the structural reforms. And I would urge everyone to take part in those debates and respond to the consultations and the workshops as they come out. Because it's really important, if you want the DFP to represent you and to be value for money, as people raised earlier, then we need to know what you want and what would be value for money. And sometimes that's not always easy to determine. That's it, I think. Some new things this year. So we've brought in this year the event for trainees, which is on this year about publication. So I think on your timetables there's a slot for trainees, but it doesn't say what it is, but it's about how to get published and how to go about, right, and it sort of starts at the beginning and how you plan your research in a way that it's fit for publication. We also have this year, for the first time, the awards of the trainees who've just qualified, which is, I think, a really great step forwards, because most people go to some kind of university recognition who do the other routes, but we haven't done that in the past. So for those of you who are getting that award today, well done. At the conference dinner tomorrow, we have the awards. We have a speaker, David Rose, who's coming to talk to us about the role of the media and government. And this is a thing that's quite close to my heart in terms of what we're allowed to say when you're a public servant and what you're not, and how we engage with the media in a constructive way. And I'm sure David's going to have some interesting perspectives on that for us. We've got some great keynotes. Kathy, who's going to go on in a moment, Professor Andrew Day, current direction in offender rehabilitation, again demonstrating how we're moving forward. Professor Hyle Draw, I think I might pronounce that wrong, forensic decision-making, biasing effects by the contextual information, and Professor Nick Hardwick, and indeterminate sentences. All of those, I think, are going to be really interesting keynote speakers and very relevant to the work that we're doing. Without further ado, enjoy the conference. Lots of the committee are here, so do come and chat to us and tell us what you think about the DFP and how we can move it forward. Try and be constructive and keep any drinks or large heavy objects out the way, and enjoy the conference.